My name is Eric Otterson. I'm the chairman of the Board of Health as well as the local emergency management director. I wanted to share with you a few minutes of your time in regards to proper facial covering wearing since the governor's order. The overriding principle for all of these masks is to make sure that they cover your nose and your mouth. What I have here is a medical grade surgical mask, and I will demonstrate how to properly don this mask. You can see it has ear loops on either side, and it has a wire at the top of the nose. These masks are designed to go over the nose and be formed to the nose, next grabbing each ear loop over your ears. They are next pulled down underneath your chin and then crimped over your nose. Again, paying particular attention that my nose and my mouth is covered. And this is the proper donning procedure for the surgical mask. Other masks you may be wearing or have access to is a mask similar to this with the bands. This mask is placed in your non-dominant hand. It is placed over your face. Both of these are taken, brought up over your head. And the top strap is placed over the crown of your head, with the lower one being around your neck. This mask is then taken and molded to your nose, and again, making sure that it is also covering your chin. This mask is doffed or taken off by pinching at the sides, running your fingers up, having the mask come forward, and if it's soiled, it can be disposed of. Lastly, we have a homemade mask with the strings. This mask is similar to the surgical mask, in which this is placed over the bridge of the nose. The first tie is tied in a loop over the crown of the head in a bow. The next one is tied on the back of the neck. Again, this mask is then pulled down, making particular attention that it is molded to the nose as well as underneath the chin. This mask can be slipped off and then untied, and if it is soiled, disposed of. Some key points with these masks that I have mentioned is that they should be always covering your nose and down underneath your chin. Masks should never be worn like this. They should never be just covering your mouth. And they should not be worn above. The mask is either off of your face or it is properly seated, covering your nose and underneath your chin, covering both mouth and chin. I wanted to discuss proper wearing of gloves in addition to the masks. Gloves are very important if once they're on your hands, to make sure that you remove them properly as well. Gloves, you should be careful because gloves offer a false sense of security in that they need to be regularly taken off. I like the example of if you were in your kitchen and handling a piece of raw meat, you wouldn't then handle the raw meat and then immediately go touch other surfaces on your person or in the kitchen. You would handle the raw meat and then you would immediately take the gloves off. The same principle should be applied if you were to choose to wear them in public. Once you are to handle a soiled item with wearing gloves, you can take your non-dominant hand, place it in front of you. You take your dominant hand and you grab the palm of that glove, and you pull that glove off. You then make that glove into your dominant hand. You can then cock your wrist, grab with your thumb, pull off your glove, and these are disposed of. You next immediately wash your hands with hand sanitizer or with soap and water. Thank you for your time. And again, please be safe.